Howdy, partners, and welcome to Cowboys Versus Ninjas, the show where we bring you a daily dose of addictive stories about samurai and gunslingers.
That's right.
I'm Adrian, your host for this wild ride.
And I'm Julia.
I'm here to make sure we keep it real with the historical facts behind these awesome warriors.
That's right.
And today, folks, we're sneaking into the world of ninjas with the story of Riko.
Ooh, ninja.
She's a young woman who'd rather be hitting the city's streets than training in a dusty old monastery. But guess what?
What?
Family legacy has a way of catching up to you,
Mm-hmm.
especially when that legacy involves being a legendary warrior.
It's like that feeling when you're expected to follow a certain path, but your heart just isn't in it.
Right.
Riko's story kind of taps into that universal struggle.
It does.
But as we often see, running from destiny can sometimes lead you right into his clutches.
Yeah, and boy, does Riko get a harsh wake-up call.
Oh, boy.
This brutal group, the Akuma clan, they're like silent assassins.
I've heard of them.
With a serious thirst for power, they attack her monastery.
Oh, no.
It's a total bloodbath, and Riko barely escapes with her life.
Wow.
This is where things get really interesting.
I'm hooked.
The Akuma clan, in this story, they represent this constant threat in the ninja world, always lurking in the shadows, always hungry for control. They're the catalyst that forces Riko out of her comfort zone and into a world she never wanted.
Right.
And as if that wasn't enough, Riko's grandmother drops a bombshell.
Okay, what is it?
She reveals this generations-long rivalry between their clan, the Shadow Walkers,
The Shadow Walkers.
and these Akuma guys. They've been at each other's throats for centuries.
Wow, centuries.
This whole idea of ninja rivalries, is that something that really went down in history?
Absolutely. Ninja clans were constantly entangled in these intense feuds
Rick?
that could last for generations.
Wow.
These weren't just small-scale squabbles either. They shaped the entire landscape of feudal Japan.
Wow.
Take the Hattori and Iga clans, for example. Their rivalry influenced political alliances, military tactics. It was like a real-life Game of Thrones, but with ninjas.
Oh, that's so cool. So back to Riko. She's running for her life, and suddenly she starts developing these insane abilities.
Okay.
It's like she's fighting back with this raw, almost primal energy, literally burning her attackers.
Whoa.
And then there's this scene where she escapes from under a collapsed beam in the blink of an eye.
What?
I mean, seriously, how cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
What kind of skills would you even need to pull that off?
It's almost superhuman, right?
Yeah.
What's fascinating is the idea of latent potential being unlocked under extreme stress. There are actually documented cases of ordinary people performing incredible physical feats
Really?
in life or death situations. Perhaps these Shadow Walker abilities aren't entirely supernatural. Maybe it's more about tapping into a primal survival instinct, pushing human limits to the extreme.
That reminds me of this one time I had to climb a tree to escape a charging dog.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't quite as cool as Riko's escape, but it definitely felt like my adrenaline kicked in.
I bet.
But the story gets even better. Riko goes from running to fighting back, and get this.
What?
She uses the city as her weapon.
Ooh.
Forget the bamboo forests and mountain hideouts. She's all about rooftop chases and blending into the crowds.
I like her style. That's what makes her so dangerous.
Right.
By adapting to the urban environment, Riko becomes a different kind of Shadow Walker. She's unpredictable, she breaks the mold of her ancestors, and that makes her a nightmare for the Akuma who are used to fighting by a certain set of rules.
Right.
It really challenges the idea of what a true ninja is, don't you think?
Totally. It's like she's taking the tradition and flipping it on its head.
Oh.
And speaking of breaking the mold, her final showdown with the Akuma leader is epic.
Let's hear about it.
He's all about speed and precision, but Riko's fighting style is chaotic, instinctive. She's like a whirlwind.
Wow.
What did you make of that?
Riko's victory is more than just physical, it's symbolic. She defies the rigid traditions of her clan and the expectations of her enemies. She's forging her own path and defining what it means to be a Shadow Walker on her own terms.
It's a powerful message, folks.
It is.
Riko's journey shows us that even when it feels like the world is pushing you down a certain path, you have the power to choose your own direction. Tradition is important, but sometimes you have to break the mold to truly become yourself.
Exactly. And that's what makes her story so compelling.
Right.
It leaves us wondering,
What's that?
will Riko's unique approach make her the ultimate protector? Or could she become the most dangerous threat the ninja world has ever seen?
That's a great question. But for now, partners, that's all the time we have on Cowboys Versus Ninjas. Be sure to rate and follow for more thrilling tales of warriors from across time and cultures. Next time we're saddling up with a gunslinger who takes on an entire samurai clan.
That sounds awesome.
You won't want to miss it. So until then, keep those 6 shooters loaded and your katanas sharp.